Well, good morning and welcome back. A day filled with live guests. What could be better than that? I am the lucky one. I get to sit here with Johnnie Tibbles, who is the president of the Sault Blues Society. Welcome, Johnnie.
Thank you, Heidi.
So certainly we have a very robust blues population in the Sault. We're very blessed with some very talented performers. Now, this Saturday at the Rockstar Bar, the Sault Blues Society is hosting not only a fantastic lineup of performance, but also a very humanitarian cause at the core of it.
Yes, we certainly are. About a month ago, just as the Ukrainian crisis unveiled, the past president and the founding member, Jim Travison, called me and said, I think the Sault Blues Society should do something to help out Ukraine.
Yes.
And I said, every time I talk to you, Jim, I get work created for me, don't I? And he said, yep. So anyways, one thing led to another, and I made a few phone calls, talked to a few people, got a hold of my executive, and everybody was on board, 100%.
Great.
So then we just started laying things out, and this Saturday it'll all come to fruition.
Now, a tremendous lineup, Blues Shop with Mike Urich, Steve Francis, Mike McDonald, Chris Johns. But then the lineup of guest appearances, we've got Paul Della Vedova, Stuart Bolduc, Ray and Eugene Gassi, Val Pauli, Shirley Komenos, and, a myriad of other people. Now, were these individuals like just jumping on board?
My executive, we came up with a list of people to start with.
Okay.
These times are a little bit trickier, as you know, because some
Certainly.
people still aren't comfortable going out into a live audience.
Mm-hmm.
So we gave a list of people that have really supported us in the past.
Okay.
And Mike Urich, I gave him control of that. I said, here's a list of people we'd like to look at, and
Okay.
if you come up with any others, and if these can't come. So about a week later, he called up and said, here's your list.
Okay. Now, people are able to make contributions, financial. In terms of being able to attend the actual performance, I'm going to assume there'll be some capacity issues. Do people buy tickets in advance, or do they just kind of storm the doors?
Well, there are no tickets.
Okay.
It's strictly by donation.
Okay.
And thus far, we're over $3,000 in donations.
Oh, fantastic.
Between people. I've got a pledge sheet. A couple other executives have pledge sheets. Pardon me. And we also have the Red Cross created a portal.
Okay.
That's linked to the Sault Blues Society. So if you go on there, if you feel comfortable using your credit card online. Yes. And also cash and check at the door. And all donations of $20 or over will get an official tax receipt from the Red Cross.
And fantastic. So we did, now when you initially sent out the press release, we did, of course, make that public on our website. I will be reposting that just to make sure that we can maximize our contribution in support of, the individuals, the populations in Ukraine under siege. Is there anything else that you would share with us in this moment, Johnnie?
Well, I need to thank the Rockstar Bar for stepping up and letting us into their establishment. They've been pretty much closed for 2 years, so,
yes.
So having some people in their house would be good for them. A little bit of money for the musicians and lots of money for the Ukraine. To me, it's a win-win-win.
It definitely sounds that way. And I guess, and I keep meaning to check because for a long time I thought it was such an arbitrary restriction. No dancing. Are we allowed to dance in this moment? Do you know the answer to that?
To the best of my knowledge, you can. I will check with the Algoma Public Health before Saturday, just so we're following guidelines.
We don't want anybody to get in trouble for shaking their thang. All right, Johnnie, thank you so much. I will be making this go public again today as a final reminder. This Saturday, April the 2nd, from 8 p.m. to 11 p.m., turn up at the Rockstar to see a fantastic lineup of stellar musicians. That's what I have to say about that.
And the doors open at 7.
The doors open at 7, so get there early. Don't be disappointed.